Let me give you a quick tip. The movable joystick is way more responsive compared to the fixed joystick, especially if you rely on sudden joystick flicks and dribbles. I tested this across more than 30 matches after the 2026 update. So now, let's dive into some control tips and proper techniques to truly master joystick handling. Point number 1. Primary settings. To find the best joystick option for you, there are 3 categories to choose from. The first is narrow, where your joystick reacts faster when changing directions, but with less accuracy. Then there's wide, where it takes longer to switch directions, but you gain more accuracy. And finally, medium, which balances both speed and accuracy. If your priority is to change directions quickly, go with narrow, but you'll need to practice accuracy in congested situations. If your priority is accurate movement, choose wide, but keep in mind it feels slower than narrow. Medium is balance, and it's a safe option if you don't want to commit fully to either side. Now, I used to always recommend the fixed joystick, and honestly, I loved it the most, but I realized the more responsive option is actually the movable joystick. The off joystick is also good, but when it comes to pure responsiveness, movable works better. You should test them all by yourself and notice how both fixed and movable respond differently. To be honest, I now recommend starting with the movable joystick. Fixed isn't bad at all, it's actually great, but the main drawback is the slower response. Point number 2. Angular movements. The angular movement is the most practical type of joystick control. But what does that mean? Whenever you move your joystick at an angle, not straight, but diagonal, it allows you to suddenly change direction. By doing this, you can dribble past pressure tackles and shoulder charges. This is one of the most common and useful movements you can perform with the joystick. Point number 3. The back drag. The back drag is a clever technique to confuse your opponents and escape tight marking. Here's how to do it. When you're running, flick the joystick backward. Then quickly switch it to another direction. This sudden shift creates a back drag. It helps you attack from a different angle or even take a shot while avoiding tackles.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming.
Point number 4. Circular movements. This move is one of my personal favorites. You can use it almost any time to avoid unnecessary dribbles or risky skill moves. When your opponent is pressing you, simply move the joystick in a circular motion or pull back and rotate once. This slows down the opponent's defender while giving you space to move forward easily. Start using this technique, and I guarantee you'll see great results. Point number 5. The stop and go. The stop and go is slightly different from the back drag. Here's how it works. When you receive the ball, double tap the joystick and don't move it. Your player will stop completely in that spot. Then, just before your opponent attempts a tackle, suddenly push the joystick forward and run toward open space. This creates an immediate acceleration burst, completely confusing your opponent. It also gives you extra time to think and plan your next attack.
They say the devil made her for his entertainment, but even he couldn't learn how to contain it. Her high heels make a damn good statement. There is no replacement, a body by Satan.
Point number 6. Without using dash, learn to control players without spamming dash every time. I know dash speed feels important, but here's the catch. When you use dash too much, your ball control becomes more vulnerable. Without dash, your player maintains maximum control strength on the ball. In congested areas or when closely marked, release the dash. and rely only on joystick movements. Then, when the moment is right, use dash for a sudden burst of acceleration. But avoid overusing it, otherwise you'll lose possession too often. The last point, be calm. The importance of staying calm as a player cannot be overstated. Playing with a relaxed mindset will give you the best results. Remember, losing 1 or 2 matches isn't the end of the world. And even if your team makes mistakes, it's just a game. Play for fun and enjoyment, and you'll naturally see your gameplay improve.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less.
And finally, don't forget, mastering joystick control is only half the battle. You also need great passing to win matches. So, click on this video to master through passing and pair it perfectly with your joystick skills. And yes, I'll be coming up with more detailed passing guides soon.